everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to have you guys here today for about a million different reasons. So first of all, obviously you guys know I am a recently engaged woman, and no, this isn't the ring. My ring is actually being sized and I'll get it back tomorrow. I couldn't go walk in the streets without a ring because I might get snatched up. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, it is going to be a very special day for me coming up in just a few short weeks, so I'm very, very excited. Honestly, I don't know whether to cry tears of joy or tears of like nervousness and anxiety and all of that. Like, honestly, I feel like kind of going into a child's pose in the corner and just crying sometimes just because it's so much work. I literally planned this entire wedding in like a month and a half, or less actually. And I pretty much am doing everything on my own. So the cooking we're doing on our own, the decorating we're doing on our own. It's literally been like me, my mom, and two of my closest friends to plan this whole entire thing. So I'm very, very excited about it. I know there's a lot of people who have been asking me, especially on Instagram. I've been getting DMs about how I'm planning the wedding and what I'm doing to basically get there. So from now until my wedding day, I'm going to be bringing you guys along on everything. I'm just so excited. So we get to do this together. I wanted to include you guys as much as possible. So I am going to be asking you guys a lot of questions from now up until the day that I get married. So make sure that you guys are following me here on Instagram because I want you guys to be a part of this special day. You have no idea. I want you guys to be in charge of what makeup I choose, what I wear to my reception dress, my hairstyle that I'm choosing. There's just so many things, and I felt like this would be a perfect opportunity since a lot of you guys will not be able to be there on my special day. We are going to be doing 3 different makeup looks, and that will be a part of a series. So it's going to be a wedding beauty breakdown, will be makeup, wedding hair breakdown will be the 3 styles, and then we're going to do, probably won't need to do 3 different videos for a reception dress, but basically I'll just bring you guys along from there on with the whole getting ready, choosing my dress, trying my dress on, and then you guys kind of just letting me know what you think. Without further ado, if you guys are ready to see how I got this look, make sure to keep watching. Okay, so first off, I'm going to be starting with a bare face. I already have my skin prepped. First things first, I'm going to start with this Mario Badescu spray. So I'm just going to spray this all over. I'm like literally running low. This is like my travel one, so obviously you guys know I've been traveling. But anyways, I super duper love that one. For this wedding, I know for sure that I don't want a heavy eye. Maybe heavy eyelashes. Like right now I have extensions on, but you guys, once you get a little closer, you'll see, girl, you ain't cute with them lashes. I'm going to be adding on some falsies. That's pretty much going to be like the most dramatic thing on my eye because I want my eye makeup to be extremely like light and airy and all of that. Another thing to consider is, do I want a glowy look or a matte look? Now, I've been processing these things like in the back of my mind for the last month. Because I love a dewy and glowy look, I love the skin to look like skin as opposed to like powdery or matte or anything like that. However, a mattified look would probably last me throughout the day because that means I'm going to be using powder so that it lasts me a little bit longer. But there's so many things to consider, like what kind of sunscreen I should wear, what foundation I should wear, what concealer I should wear, like what's going to photograph well. There's like a lot of stuff that it's not just like, oh, I'll just figure it out the morning of. Can't do that. So anyways, what we're going to do right now is start with my foundation. Like I said, I have my skin already prepped and primed, ready to go. So I have been loving this YSL All Hours foundation. I've been using it for so long. However, whenever I bake, it just makes my skin look too light. So what I'm going to do is actually take this guy and I'm going to mix it with just a little itty bitty bit of color. So I'm going to actually mix it with this concealer that I have. It's just a Sephora concealer. This has been my absolute favorite, like little secret. For one, not only will it make your foundation last a lot longer, but it just, like, you don't need to use that much if you add oil. And I'm just going to do a tiny little bit, just like 1 or 2 drops. I'm going to mix it here real quick with that oil. And we're going to go in. It's a perfect color. I mean, it's a little bit darker than my skin tone, which is fine. But I'm telling you guys that like once I actually start baking and contouring and highlighting and all of that, like it actually is like a perfect match. Always make sure you guys get your ears. Blend down the neck. as you guys can see, the color is just a tad bit darker than like my skin tone, but I'm kind of losing my tan from Cabo. But that's basically what I'm trying to achieve, is the color that I had when I was on vacation, because it was like so pretty. It wasn't like too dark, but it was just perfect. I'm going to be moving on to concealer. So concealer, I've actually really enjoyed the Too Faced. This is the Multi-Sculpting Concealer. You guys, this product will last you forever. Like, honestly, it's probably been my favorite concealer. You need just one little dot. A little goes a long way. So what I do is I do that, and one for my nose. Just a tad bit on my forehead and right under my lid. I'm going to be taking this BH Cosmetics brush in number 137. So what I've been noticing actually is that when I use a brush, I feel like things really stay on a lot longer than if I was just to use a beauty blender. That's something that I'm noticing that I used to love beauty blenders. I'm not against them still, but I've noticed that my makeup actually like sticks to my skin a lot better, and it wears a lot longer, and the coverage is a lot better. So this brush is perfect. It's a very dense brush. It doesn't have too much movement, which is great. That way it'll just pack it on and it'll make it more full coverage. So what I'm gonna do is lightly tap just around the inner corner of my eye, because that's where I want most of the brightness to stay. And I'm just gonna lightly start to feather that outward. Then I'm just gonna actually take whatever's left on that side and just go right around my eyes. Whew, look at that. So much brightness already. So the next thing I'm going to do is my nose. So I'm just going to use my finger and just run that right down the middle. Just like so. I went to Walmart and I was trying to find a new contour stick, and of course the one that I wanted was sold out. So I ended up buying this one just because I felt like none of the other shades and the other brands had like the right shade for me. Everything still had like that really orangey undertone, and I kind of wanted like the darker, more cool undertones. So I am gonna be trying this. This is the Highlight and Contour Face Duo Stick in the color medium, and this is from Hard Candy. I've never used it before, so oh my god, it like glides on like a dream. Okay, perfect. What I'm gonna do is just basically go right around my face and do like a backwards 3. Just like that. The other side. And then I'm going to take it just right around my nose, and I'm going to start right where my brow is. So like right where my brow meets my nose. It just makes it so much easier when you have a stick like this. I was used to just using cream contour, but I've been wanting to use a stick, and I've been trying to get it off Kim's, the KKW beauty one, but it's always sold out, so. Okay, so now I've pretty much done my face, and just gonna do a little here, a little here. Perfect. So now with my blending brush, I don't know if you guys can see, the brush is another BH Cosmetics in 136. And I'm just going to spray my brush. And I'm just going to be lifting now. So I'm just going to take that right in the hollows of my cheeks. And I'm just going to kind of blend this out. Not too bad. So this is the first time I'm using this, you guys, so don't judge me. I didn't know what it was going to look like. Just trying it out. It's kind of blending out a little chalky, which kind of sucks because I was hoping it was, like when I tried it on my hand right now, it blended really nicely on my hand, but not so much on my skin. Okay, so now for the nose contour, I'm gonna go in with another BH Cosmetics brush, and this one's in the number 141 fluffy brush. And I'm just gonna blend this out. Okay, so the face is contoured. It's alright. I'm not like really a big fan of that stick, which kind of stinks because I feel like it's always a struggle to try to get the right shade. So we're going to move on to bronzing. So I'm going to be using this Too Faced bronzer. I don't know if you guys could see the name, sorry. It's a little bright in here, but the Too Faced bronzer, this is in the color Sun Bunny, and this is probably one of my favorite ones that Too Faced has. It is the duo side, so you have one lighter side, one darker side. And all I'm gonna do is just take a big fluffy brush, and I'm gonna do the same thing that I told you guys about contouring. So I'm just gonna follow that same number 3 around my face. So the next order of business is going to be the blush. So I actually have the Makeup Geek. This is like such a pretty like rosy shade. I've been loving it. And this one is in the color XOXO. And all I'm going to do is very, very light-handedly, I'm going to push this right on the apples of my cheeks and then do like a Nike swoosh back. Okay. All right. So the next order of business is going to be this. It is actually a baked highlighter. However, I've really been enjoying just putting it right over like the same area I put my bronzer. It does have a color tint to it. This is the Il Makiage Material Girl Mineral Baked Highlighter, but as you guys can see, it has like a bronzy, goldish like reflex to it. So I'm just gonna take this, another BH Cosmetics brush in 133. And I'm just going to put that right over and kind of mix that in with the blush. The next order of business is my Fit Me powder. I have been obsessed with Maybelline Fit Me's complete line of stuff. I've tried the concealer, the foundation, loose powders, pressed powders, everything. They probably have the best stuff when it comes to like your base, foundation, concealers, contour, all of that. So I'm going to be using this guy right here in the shade 220. I'm going to go really lightly with this and kind of dust it over my face, just kind of like pushing onto my skin. This isn't really like the baking process. I just want to make sure that this doesn't slip around or anything. So next I have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. The reason why I bought this is because of the name, obviously. Normally I would just bake with this. I have the loose powder and I would bake with that, but I don't know, like I'm getting like psyching myself out that it's not gonna photograph well, and I don't wanna be that bride that has like super white eye underneath my eye. So I got this. It's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Banana shade. And it's just a loose setting powder, so we're gonna go ahead and use this. I usually always start right at my nose, and then I work my way around. So far, so good. Like, the shade is perfect. The real test, though, is asking Conrad, because I feel like he's always like, you look too white. But it usually only says that after I bake. But with the other ones that I've had in the past, because a lot of shades don't look like they don't look right after I've already done my makeup, it just makes me look super white. But this one's like a really nice shade. Has a little slight tint of yellow. I think I like it. We're gonna move on to the brow. So the brows I'm gonna do off camera, if you guys don't mind. I'm gonna do them off camera, but I'll be back. Okay, so I can't really say what color my dress is for my wedding, but I'm thinking I cannot do a brown, can't do anything like too dark, something that's a little bit more soft. So what I'm gonna do is actually use this On the Edge palette. This is from Makeup Shack, you guys. Has been my everyday favorite go-to. I used to be obsessed with Morphe, which I still am, but this is like heaven right there. You have all your colors, all your neutrals. So I'm gonna be using the shade right here called Staple. You guys can see it's like a very, very subtle light color. And I wanna do this on the whole lid of my eye. So normally I would work from here over, like start in my crease and then build, but because it's not like a regular eye look, it doesn't have to be that crazy, that bold or anything, I'm gonna just start here and then add to the outer corner. And I'm actually gonna take this up a little bit higher than the lid. I don't know if you guys know this, but if you add a little bit of a lighter shade like this and you add it to the entire, see how I'm going from like my brow down? It will completely open up your eye a lot more. Let me bring you guys a little closer. Okay, so now you guys are a little bit closer. You guys can see my funky lashes. So what I was doing is basically just patting this here and then taking it up towards my brow. But I don't know if you guys can tell. Hold on one second. If you guys see a difference between this side and this side, it just brightens it a little bit more and it just makes your eye space look a little bit like bigger as opposed to being smaller. Also just gonna go right around my brow bone before I start doing the crease color and then like fading that out. Kind of like jumping all over the place when it comes to my eye, but I just feel like this, like I just already know what kind of look I'm trying to achieve and I really want just the most natural glam as possible. So I'm kind of trying new technique. So I'm just going right in the highest points of my brow bone. So just with what we have on my lid and just the brow bone, like it looks super clean, right? Not trying to do a cut crease or anything like that. So I'm gonna keep the crease and the outer smoky part of the eye a really, really light shade. I'm gonna take this color Mauve. I do wanna go with just a little bit of like a touch of a mauve-y color. Try not to give away the color of my dress by doing this, but this shade is so pretty. So I'm just gonna really build the outer corner with this. And then just fade it upwards into that brow bone. All right, so that's pretty much what it's looking like. So we're gonna do the other eye, which is like so fast, oh my God. Okay, so I just popped on some falsies and I'm actually obsessed with these lashes. These are my favorite. I usually buy them at like just drugstores. That's where I find them. But those are my absolute 50s. What? These are like my everyday favorite go-tos if I'm doing like any kind of makeup really. It's the Demi Wispies by Ardell. And yeah, that's it. So what I'm gonna do is just take this roller lash by Benefit and I'm just gonna go right at the ends and kind of just like light-handedly. Ooh, I thought it wasn't too dark. I'm just gonna light-handedly run this through my lashes. And I'm gonna also do the bottom lashes as well. The eyes and the face are almost done. I'm gonna do the lips, but then when I usually do my highlight at the end. So next I'm going to be doing my lips. I'm gonna be using this lip liner. It's called Nabi. I usually get these like swap meets, but I think they also have them on Amazon. This is Mauve lip liner pencil in the color L31. So if you guys want to see what it looks like, this is pretty much the color right there. Okay, so that is it for the lip liner. I'm gonna now go in with this shade. It's from El Maquillage. It is their Infinity Longwear Matte Lip Cream. I tried looking for the color of it yesterday, but I couldn't find it, but it's a beautiful color, so I'll try to find it for you guys. It's like a really, I would say just like a really nice, like pinky, peachy undertone. It's so pretty. And I'm thinking I have to do a look of lipstick so that, you know, I can kiss my man. I could take pics all day, not have to worry about it, eat as much as I want, not have to worry about it. But I am a gloss girl at heart, so I have to wear a little bit of gloss. Lastly, for my lips, I'm just gonna take this Lorac gloss. It's like a really pretty, a little bit more on the lighter nude side. It's called Sex Symbol. And I'm just gonna put this right in the middle of my lips. Okay, and now for the fun part. So this has been a little trick of mine as well that I've been doing. So I add just a little bit, one little drop right there. And I'm gonna take my little highlighting brush and I'm actually going to dip it in this oil. And then I'm gonna take this Fenty Beauty highlighter and it's called Hustla Baby. Has become one of my favorites. And I'm just gonna go right on the highest points of my cheeks. I'm telling you guys, when you mix it with oil, oh my god, it's so pretty. Look at that. Ooh, girl, you shining. I see you shining. And then, of course, on the tip of my nose as well. Right above my eyebrow and on my chin. So there you have it. This is a full face option. I am loving the way that this looks. This is kind of like my, almost like my everyday go-to makeup anyways, which makes this look really nice and easy, nothing crazy. The only thing that I did use that was new was this guy and this guy. This one, it's alright. The Hard Candy highlight and contour stick. It seems like it goes on really smooth, but it's just a little bit harder to blend out with. Maybe with the damp maybe with the damp beauty blender it might work a little bit better. But I think this is a first option of my makeup look. Maybe the next one will do something just a tad bit heavier on the eyes, but I think that this is a good foundation to start with. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know down below also in the comments what other things you think might look good for my bridal makeup. I am going to be doing 3 different looks. So this is the first one. I did something similar to this in a makeup look that I just posted on my Instagram actually today. So go check it out, show me some love in the comments, and I will definitely get back to you guys. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed doing the process with me from beginning to finish. I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on nailing like the perfect bridal look, so I wanted to get you guys involved as much as possible. So thank you again for your suggestions. I will be doing an Instagram questionnaire, so make sure you guys follow me on Instagram because I want to know all of your guys' thoughts for bridal makeup, and I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. So make sure you guys don't miss out on that so I can hear what other ideas you guys have for my makeup. I'm going to be doing 3 looks total. So this is the first one. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Until my next wedding beauty breakdown, I will see you guys soon. Bye!